Hey everybody,
and welcome back. Wait, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I was just sorry. Go ahead.
Wait, I
Hey
need
everybody,
a refresher.
welcome to Transparent Reviews.
Okay, yeah, I just said
And
it.
no, hey everybody, thanks for tuning in.
And then and then you say welcome back.
Okay. And
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into Transparent Views.
welcome back if it's not your first time.
I'm Tyler,
And I'm Sapphire.
and this is
Tasha.
Yes.
Thank you for coming on the show.
I'm so excited to have you.
Thanks.
You know how we start our shows off though with two truths and one lie. So let's get right into it.
I
Two
didn't know this was a part. Okay. Two truths and one lie.
Yeah. Make it juicy.
It's okay. It's okay.
This is stressful.
It's okay.
My full name is Natasha. I'm a junior in college. My favorite animal is a pig. Haha.
Okay, so definitely the junior in college is the truth.
You gave that away already.
Yeah.
Your favorite animal is not a pig.
It is a pig.
Are
My
you
full
serious?
name is not Natasha.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's just Tasha.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Your favorite animal is a pig?
Yeah. Right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I get it from. But
Do you think they're cute? Did you just?
yeah.
Okay,
That's
they're all
unique.
kind
You don't hear that often, so that's
No, you
unique.
don't.
That's
That's
unique.
what's up.
Okay, so what first got you into engineering? Because you do engineering. Are you going to school for that?
Something like that. Music management.
Okay.
So audio engineering it's a kind of a tough major to get into, especially as a transfer. So I just stuck with music management instead. How I got into that, wow. I started off playing piano when I was young, and I realized I didn't want to be a musician. So in high school, Piscataway High School, class of 2016.
Shout out.
They offered courses in radio, television, and film.
Mhm.
So I thought I wanted to work into RTF. And once I started taking some radio classes, I was like, I'm not really sure. And then my teacher started introducing me to the music technology classes, and then that's when I fell in love with making the beats on GarageBand and all that fun stuff. And that later led me to going to Rowan University and majoring in music industry, where they had the music technology as a concentration. So then I learned how to do Pro Tools and all that
You guys
fancy
dance with
stuff.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The crazy part is that I actually failed audio recording twice, but I can work it, but I couldn't do it enough for like the class. I don't know, it was weird. So luckily I don't have to take that again at Georgia State, so I'm very
Okay, so we on the right path. Right, we're gonna be passing. No more.
yeah.
We get through. Okay. How long have you been doing it? Kind of like with the Pro Tools since you
I'd say maybe it's been a year.
just
about.
now.
Yeah, only a year.
Okay.
That's cool. So would you say being a female? Well, you just kind of like got into it or whatever, but still like since you started, would you say being a female doing all this like makes a difference?
Definitely. I used to debate with my professors all the time, because there was maybe 3 or 4 girls in my class learning about all the same stuff, but I don't know, we would just always focus on men. And I always used to say, like, when are we going to learn about female CEOs or female engineers or female promoters, like anything.
Right.
And he's like, oh, well, maybe you should suggest that to the head, so then maybe we can have a women's class or something like that. I said, no, you should just incorporate it into this class.
Right.
But when I made that comment, it was like the end of the semester. So he's like, Tasha, why didn't you say that earlier? And I'm just like, you know what? I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's definitely different, but it is what it is.
You should have spoke up early.
I know, but it really didn't bother me till like later on. I'm like, we really don't talk about women. And I just kept questioning why. And it was always like, I would always just get laughed at in class. And maybe one other girl in the class would like back me up, but then the rest of them would just sit there like, oh, I guess she's making a good point.
Yeah.
But that sucks though, because it shouldn't be like a separate females class. It should just be music CEOs who are just doing good in music and doing it. Even though I know I'm not really in the industry, but I don't really hear about a lot of female engineers. So that's why I feel like it's very unique that you're doing that. But they should just incorporate like all together, like pop and engineering to do it. They have to like stop separating females.
Yeah.
We're
Females
all
is
together.
Like, females, come on. Like. So do you feel like people take you seriously though, being a female?
Yeah, I'd say it took a while to get there. Starting off, probably not, because it was garbage at first. But then once I started meeting people and networking and like reading up on it and like learning different techniques, then people started to respect it a little bit more. And then one of my partners that helps me with it, his name's Josh, he does a lot of it too. So with him, he's respected, well respected. So they're like, okay, if Josh is with Tasha, then we gotta respect the both of them.
Right.
So yeah, I feel like it was earned, not really given. So
that's great.
That's dope, and that's what we have to do on our spot. It sucks that women sometimes have to work extra hard to earn that spot.
Right.
But as long as you earn it and you get there. So do you feel like, where do you see yourself kind of like in 5 years with the music?
5 years, well, hopefully I'll be out of college. That's the first step. 5 years, I'm not sure actually. Because my end goal, I do want to run my own record label. So I'm not sure.
Support your queen living their dreams. She wants to own her own record label. Let's get it poppin'.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that'll happen in 5 years because I still have a lot to learn. So I guess 5 years just to be closer to that goal.
Right.
In any way possible. So
that's great. Do you why do you feel as if, I know earlier you were saying that some students and like some of your classmates were like not really speaking up about females and learning about female producers and engineers. Why do you feel like females don't really go after that role or don't really speak up too much?
Because it's hard, and audio engineering is not easy. You sit there learning about cables, frequencies, and different buttons that you should and shouldn't press, and all this stuff, and it can be challenging, and it's tiring, and it can be very boring. Unlike being an artist where it's just exciting all the time, where you get to dress different and just, I don't know, act out. But I don't know, I'm not really sure why people don't really pick audio engineering. It's great money, but it's hard. So I'd say that's probably the reason. It's difficult.
Right. It's like all the behind the scenes work that you don't really get to see, but that's what makes the music.
That's what makes the artist.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
Y'all the backbone. Y'all need to be respected.
That's great. So, what keeps you going with like doing all of this? Like, how do you just stay motivated?
It's a lot of self-motivation. I like to prove people wrong all the time, so that's always like the main thing. Like, oh, you said I can't do that? Watch me.
So
I'd say that's mainly it.
That's great. I'm the same way.
Yeah, you gotta stay focused. So on our show, we play games. we play games all day. You feel me? So we have a game. We have our game called Transparent 30. And it's basically you got 30 seconds to answer these questions.
Okay.
So we're going to give you these questions.
If you could be an animal, what would it be and why?
Don't say a pig.
I think I'd be a bird because they can fly and I'd be able to go wherever I wanted. If you could date any rapper, who would it be? Oh, Lil Bibby. If you're watching this, oh my gosh, just hit my line, please. If you could have a superpower, what would it be? Probably to be invisible so that I don't know why I'd want to be invisible. Actually, no, I don't think so. Maybe to fly. That's the bird. Time travel? Oh yeah, time. No, not really. Am I out of time?
Yeah, it's okay. It's 43 seconds.
Superpower. Dang, this is rough. I don't want to time travel. I don't want to read people's minds. I guess run really fast because I run track. Okay. So yeah, that'd be good.
What'd you run?
The 2 and the 400.
2 and the 4. Okay. So that's dope. You played well.
You played well. It's okay. You played well. The last one got you. The last one got you.
Definitely did.
That's dope. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We appreciate you. Let everybody know where they could find your music. So do you have a SoundCloud of that everything you produce?
Yeah, just about.
So just tell everybody where they can hit you for beats.
You can hit me on Instagram at HeyTasha3_, and then SoundCloud is Radar Live. Radar Live Music or Radar Live?
I think it's Radar Live Music.
I think it's one of those. It's the links in my bio. So
thank you.
Thank you.
Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.